Hello, I'm Gareth Jameson. I'm an actor and a voice coach, and I teach people how to make changes to their voice. If you want to disguise your voice, there's bad news. You probably can't. You can change the way you sound on the surface, but the voice quality that you have is specific to you and different for every single person. It's determined by the shape of your vocal cords, their thickness, the length of your throat, the shape of the back of your throat, the shape of your mouth, the shape of your lips, the way your teeth sit. All of this affects your voice, and very little of that can be changed. So if you want to disguise your voice for immoral purposes, I recommend not trying it, because you probably won't be able to. You won't fool a careful listener, and you almost certainly won't fool a voice recognizing piece of software, and they do exist. But if people aren't listening for your voice, you can probably trick them a little bit into thinking it's someone else. Listen to voices on cartoons like The Simpsons or Family Guy. All those different characters are done by just a few different people. And unless you listen very closely, it's hard to tell that they're the same people. So we can't disguise our voice, but we can make it sound slightly different to give people the effect that someone else is speaking. The things you can change about your voice are your accent, your intonation, your diction, your rate of speech, your voice quality, and your volume. So we'll look at those one by one and see how we can change them and see if I can disguise my voice in the process. So first of all, accent. If you want to change your accent to another accent, that takes a lot of work in itself, but many of us have one accent that we're particularly good at. Mine is Cockney, I'm quite good at that, so I'm going to disguise my voice using a Cockney accent. You can choose one that's good for you. If you want to learn how to do other accents, there are other videos on this site that'll teach you about different accents. So when I disguise my voice in a moment, I'm going to use my Cockney accent. Now let's talk about intonation. Intonation is the up and down in your voice. My voice tends to go up and down quite a lot. That probably comes from being a trained actor. But some people speak all on one level, down here, all very monotone. So you can change that to make yourself sound different. But also, my voice is naturally fairly low. So I can fool people by taking the whole thing up and being higher in pitch. So I can still be monotone, but just higher up. So I can talk up here, quite monotone but quite high. Like someone like David Beckham. You can hear I've also changed there to go from going down at the ends to going up at the ends. That's another intonation change that will put people off. So they won't know it's me, because I'm talking higher and I'm going up at the ends. Also, you can change your diction. If you're somebody who speaks very precisely, which I think I do, with very clear and crisp consonant sounds, you can weaken them and make them less distinct, so you're not moving your mouth as much, so that not as much is coming out, it's not as clear, mumbling a little bit. So that's going to help. So we've got accent, intonation, and diction. Now, rate of speech. I'm quite a fast talker. So if I slow down a little bit, slow everything down, make it a little bit slower, bigger gaps between the words, that'll make my voice disguised a little bit. Now, voice quality. This is the best way to disguise your voice. We don't all have just one way of speaking. You can make your voice creaky like this. So make it really creaky like this. Do this just by starting up here and then working down lower and lower until there's nothing left. It's a creaky voice. Some people speak like that all the time. Some people are really twangy. I'm quite naturally twangy. Some people are nasal, using their nose like this. Some people are breathy. So find what you do naturally and do the opposite if you want to disguise your voice. So I'm naturally twangy, so I'll go for a sort of breathy, creaky sound like that. Finally, volume. I'm quite a loud person, so to disguise my voice, I'm going to get a lot quieter. You do the opposite, so if you're normally quite quiet, try booming out to disguise your voice. So let's put all of those things together. First of all, in my natural accent, I'm going for a walk in the park. So that's loud, with a British accent, going up and down a lot, and now we try switching all those to the opposite. I'm going for a walk in the park. I'm going for a walk in the park. So it sounds very different, I hope. Maybe gives the impression of somebody a lot older, maybe a little old man or something like that. Playing with your voice like this is a great way to work on your voice and speech. And I'm sure if you just try doing silly voices, reading from children's books, you'll quickly learn how you can disguise your voice too.